Hi, everybody. Welcome to Power Life Restore class. We're going to get in there and do a short 30-minute restore for you. This is my lovely friend, Abby. She's going to be helping me facilitate classes. My name's Amy, and we're going to go ahead and start on our backs. If you have props at home, if you have blocks at home, great. If not, it's okay. You can always grab a towel. You can grab a pillow. You can grab a bolster. You can grab a sweatshirt. Even canned food, water bottles, that's all going to work here today. So get creative and then lie down on your back. We'll start in bridge pose. So I want you to take your pillow or your block. I want you to start to press into your feet. And we'll place your pillow, your block right underneath your sacrum. If you want more sensation, you can find something that's a little bit taller. I want you to feel relaxed. I want you to start to move into your breath right here. So just simply observe it. Watch it as you inhale through your nose. You can exhale through your nose or your mouth. Really, there's three principles here in Yin Yoga, and the first being to feel sensation. So we want you to feel something. It doesn't necessarily have to be everything. And you stick with that. And then once you feel something, as the time goes by, you can get curious about that sensation. And the second principle being just to find stillness. I think stillness sometimes gets a bad rap in our society. It can be labeled as unproductive or boring. So I want to change that today, or at least challenge that idea that this is one of the most productive things that you could do for yourself. And the third principle is that we simply hold the postures. So today we'll be holding each posture for at least 3 minutes. You can take a full body scan and just start to notice where you're holding stress, where you're holding tension. Start to breathe into those spots. No judgment here. Simply becoming aware of it helps to break that stuff up. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, you can start to remove your props from your glutes. And slowly lower down. We'll start to windshield wiper the feet, the knees, from side to side. No rush here. And you've come back to the right side. I want you to come all the way into a fetal position. So you can take your right arm up and just rest your head on your forearm. Relax your jaw. And start to work into cat's tail. So you're going to take your right arm and start to prop yourself up onto your forearm. You can bend your bottom leg and start to straighten your left leg out in front of you. Remember here again, just feeling sensation. This might be enough for you today. If you want a little bit more, you can always take your left hand and reach for your right foot. Start to peel open the left shoulder. And then breathe into any sensations that you're feeling. You can start to shut down the eyes. Again, it doesn't really matter what it looks like, but I want you to drop into how it feels. And slowly start to straighten your right arm. So we release the arm. You can come all the way down to your back. If you keep the foot, great. Start to open your left shoulder and relax your shoulder blades towards your mat. If you can't catch your foot, that's okay too. Let's take one more breath in here. Exhale, slowly start to return to your fetal position. So bend your knees. Take your arm right underneath your head. Just take a moment to rest. And start to roll onto your belly. So you continue to move to the left. And I want you to tee out your arm. So right arm straight out in front of you. You can rest your right cheek to your mat. And start to pick up your left foot. And start to roll and open the shoulder. You can leave your left arm down. You can pick up your left arm. Just playing around with the sensations. And once you're there, find some stillness. Just notice as we still our body, our minds start to still as well. Last breath here. Exhale, roll back to center. So come to your belly. You're just going to untuck your right arm and roll right back to your back. And I want you to take your left arm across your chest, your right arm across your left, like you're giving yourself a big, big hug. And you can knock your knees together for fallen bridge, or your legs can be flat out like Shavasana. Just taking a short 1-minute rest here. Just counter posing the big shoulder opening we just did. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly start to release. We're going to come into fetal position on the left side this time. So roll to your left. Rest. Relax your jaw. You can keep your eyes closed this entire time. And then begin to set up for your cat's tail. So we'll do the other side. Come up onto your left forearm. Bend your left leg, straighten your right. You can stay just like this. Start to reach for your bottom foot. Yeah, try not to force this. Start to relax the head, the neck. And then when you're ready, you can come all the way down, straightening your left arm. Start to roll your right shoulder back. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly release the foot. Come back to your fetal position. And then we roll to your belly. So continue to roll to the right. Left arm goes flat. And then pick up your right leg, roll back to the right. You know, this is a lot of sensation through the shoulders. So you can always drop your right palm to your mat. You can always put your right foot down. This is so, so good for our bodies. For all the computer work that we do, for all of the driving, from holding our babies, from texting. It's really counteracting all of that. Remember, you can always move if something gets uncomfortable. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly roll to your right. Pick up your left arm and come right back to your back. This time, right arm over and then your left. Knock your knees together, rest. Give yourself a big, big hug. Breath in. Exhale, release your arms. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big, big squeeze. And just slowly rock from side to side. Massage your lower back. When you're ready, we'll come all the way up into a seated position. We're going to make our way into puppy pose. So I want you to reach your hands out long. Sit back like you would sit in child's pose, but I want your hips to stack on top of your knees. Yeah, and then reach forward. Ooh. You can use a block underneath your hands like Abby. She's getting a little bit more sensation through the shoulders. Or if that's too much, you can use a block or a pillow underneath your forehead. You can even take your chin to the mat if you want more sensation. Find stillness. Continue to come back to your breath. If the sensation becomes too much, you can always back off here. Take a breath in. Exhale, you can slowly come forward. We'll start to bring your knees together for embryo pose. It's kind of like child's pose, but sink your hips towards your heels. Rest your right cheek to your mat and just bring your arms to your sides. Relax your arms. Let your body feel heavy. And then switch sides. Take your left cheek to mat. Relax your hips towards your heels. One more minute here. Breath in. Exhale, slowly start to rise and come into hero's pose, just sitting up on your heels. And let's just shimmy your hips to the left. We'll make our way into deer pose. So both legs stay bent here. You can square your hips forward and you can stay just like this. If you want more sensation, we'll work into a forward fold. You can round your back. You can drop your forehead to a block, to your pillow. Rest. As time passes, notice if you can sink a little bit lower. So maybe your forehead was on a block and you can start to remove that. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly start to rise. You can bring your hands behind your back. I'm going to take a wide-legged windshield wiper here. No rush, just moving through it slow. And then last time through, once you come to the right side, we'll go to the back of your mat. We'll do the other side. So right leg's in front. Again, you can stay just like this, squaring your hips forward, and then surrender when you're ready. Notice as thoughts come up. Try not to get too attached to them, but simply allow them to come up and then simply let them go. Got about 1 more minute here, so if you want to take it a little bit further, removing your blocks or your props. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly start to rise. Hands come behind you. We'll do the same thing, just a couple of windshield wipers with your legs. Look back to the front of your mat. Lie on down, just as we started. Ooh, bring your right knee into your chest. Hug it in, right side of your ribs. Take a breath in together. Exhale, supine twist. Cross your left side. You can use your props under your right knee. If your right shoulder starts to lift, that's okay. And relax and soften it toward your mat. When you're ready, slowly come back to center. Straighten your right leg. Pull your left knee into your chest. Hug it in, left side of your ribs. Breath in. Exhale, cross, supine twist. Take a breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Let's bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, forehead to your knees. See the benefits of your practice. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Feet wide, hands to your sides. Relax your entire body. I'll bring you out in just a couple moments. Slowly start to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Circle your wrists, your ankles, just bringing movement back into your body. Let's take one last big stretch up overhead. And roll to your right side, come back into a fetal position. Let's take a moment here to pause, to honor you, your practice, your effort. And when you're ready, you can meet me in a seated position. Let's bring your hands to third eye center. So much gratitude for each and every one of you. Enjoy this day. Namaste. Thank you.